A major global IT outage is hitting businesses worldwide.
News are major breaking news this afternoon. We're deeply sorry. Those are the words from CrowdStrike CEO George Kurtz after a massive IT outage has caused chaos worldwide. The meltdown has hit infrastructure around the world, with aviation, banking, healthcare and the financial services among the sectors affected. Here at Sky News, we've also been affected by the outage, which is why things are looking a little bit different today in our coverage. Well, cybersecurity giant CrowdStrike confirmed the issue came from a defect in a content update for its Microsoft Windows users. In short, a flaw in a software update pushed out to customers who happen to be using Windows PCs.
Hey guys, Jay here and welcome back to the channel. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell to stay informed. So today has been true testament as to the aging financial ecosystem and just how one single point of failure can take down the majority of the overall machine. So this is being deemed as the largest IT outage in history, and there are so many different articles when it comes down to this, and it's something that was pushed by CrowdStrike. Really poor name for a company that has caused such a big issue that has affected the majority of the major crowd. Now, this issue has come down to one single update, and this really does start to put crypto at the forefront, and we're starting to see a lot of different people pick up on this. And throughout the whole time of crypto being around, the narrative of crypto, this is what it is trying to replace. It is trying to be there as a crutch for the financial system when things do eventually collapse. Because as we know, there's all sorts of different ins and outs when it comes down to all of these different types of payment systems that got affected today. But something that is really starting to stand out to me is just how broad the financial sector is, and the fact that it affects almost everything, whether it's an airline, a hospital, a taxi driver in the middle of London. Everybody gets affected by the financial ecosystem. Whilst this huge outage affected almost every single sector of everybody's day-to-day life, it did not affect crypto. In fact, crypto's looking very positive. BTC's currently running, trying to push out now. Ethereum's following, meme coins are following, but XRP is standing very strong at the moment because on the backwind of everything, the final judgment is supposed to be this month around the 27th. So I'm very positive that's what that 70% gain was about. So let's go over and let's look quickly and break down what exactly XRP is basically going to replace. So when it comes down to all of these different payment systems, they've got different processing times, they've got different costs, they've got different currencies they deal with. Is it international? Isn't it international? It all becomes very confusing as to why we've got 5 different payment type systems for something which is inherently just the same thing being done in a different format. And to me, it screams that we need a better system to replace this. And this single point of failure is definitely something that XRP in itself is not going to have an issue with. And the reason why I say this is, and this is such an important point when there's so much speculation that's currently moving around XRP, is the simple fact that the chain itself runs on consensus, and this means validators participate in the consensus process to validate transactions and agree on the state of the ledger. They propose and vote on the order and validity of transactions, but not only that, they vote on amendments. And this is such an important point when it comes down to that single point of failure of one update bringing the whole financial system to its knees. And this is the fact that validators can vote on amendments to the XRP Ledger protocol. Amendments are changes or upgrades to the protocol that need to be approved by a supermajority. Okay, so that means around 80% of the trusted validators, before the update is even activated, need to agree on consensus, and this ensures that changes are broadly supported by the community before being implemented, meaning that that central point of authority still has to go through a rigorous process of the everyday average Joe, a business that's involved with that ecosystem, has say and has sway, and they don't have to suffer for somebody else's fault. So for me, although this puts crypto at the forefront of everything at the moment, and although Elizabeth Warren herself has been saying about this, and then Senator Cynthia Lummis has also said about the exact same thing about these cyber outages and the fact that Bitcoin's not affected, is the idea that XRP has been designed from the very beginning to replace everything that we've spoken about here. It removes those single points of failure. It introduces an ecosystem that the big players can't control because everybody's on equal grounds. Everything works on consensus. No single individual will have control over the operation. And it's a very, very good way to decentralize things in a very safe and selective manner. Now, with the XRP lawsuit, I am very certain we are coming to a close with all of this because of the private meeting that got called off and all of the different ins and outs. Going around looking at different things, it looks like we are coming to a close with this. We really are. And there's all sorts of different things going on in the background. They're acquiring all kinds of different licenses. There's different talks going on with Sony at the moment with what they've acquired. And XRP is once again they've already designed this system. It's not a situation where they're thinking about it or they've given it a little bit of thought, or it's something that they're planning. They already have the infrastructure. They already have the business grade tech that all of these companies could come on board, use and utilize, and completely avoid suffering a fault such as today's. And it's such an important point to take away from what's happening with this current banking crisis, because this isn't just a single incident of this happening. The banking system has been crumbling for a significant amount of times, bailout after bailout after bailout after bailout. And the people who get hurt the most are the small people who can't go and withdraw their bank balance, the people that can't get access to their funds and they have to go through courts and tribunals, and it's a really sucky situation. And crypto seems to just override all of this inherent kind of centralization issue where you have zero control over your funds. If you want to spend your money on anything, you're questioned about it. What have you been doing this? What do you need that for? Me personally, the future is crypto, and today has really stood out as a sign that things are changing. And just like when we had the whole situation that surrounded the Rona-Ronason, we shifted from cash to card like that, and they had been trying to more or less wind that down for a significant amount of time. Well, cash was probably king today, but crypto was the absolute dominating factor because I was able to use my crypto.com card today. I had absolutely no issues using that to go and pay for my morning coffee, as I always do. But let me know if you had any issues today. Let me know what you think about all of this. Let me know what XRP content you want to see. And let me know what you think about this court case ending. And if you think it is coming to a close, do you think this is going to be the final judgment? And aside that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.